Do you ever feel like you're cruising through your day, getting things done, and then suddenly, bam, you hit a wall? It's like a switch flips, and you go from productive to completely drained in an instant. What if I told you that crash wasn't so sudden after all? Your body was actually sending you little warning messages for hours beforehand, but you just didn't know how to read them. These are what I call micro warnings of fatigue. They're super subtle signals that most of us completely ignore. But here's the game changer. If you learn to spot them early, you can take action and instantly boost your stamina for the rest of the day. Stick with me, because today we're decoding these secret messages from your body, and it's going to revolutionize how you manage your energy. So what are these micro warnings? They're not the obvious signs like heavy eyelids or big yawns. Those are the final alarms. We're talking about the whispers that come long before the screams. One of the very first signals is a slight difficulty in focusing. You might find yourself rereading the same sentence in an email 2 or 3 times. Or maybe you walk into a room and completely forget why you went in there. We often brush this off as just being a little distracted, but it's often your brain's way of saying, hey, my processing power is starting to dip. I need a little break. This isn't about having a bad memory. It's a sign that your cognitive energy is getting low. Another classic micro warning is a change in your mood. Have you ever noticed yourself getting a little bit irritable or snappy for no real reason? Little things that normally wouldn't bother you suddenly feel incredibly annoying. It's that coworker who types loudly, the notification sound on your phone. Suddenly they're driving you crazy. This isn't you just being grumpy. It's often a direct result of your brain's prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for emotional regulation, starting to run low on fuel. When it gets tired, it has a harder time managing your impulses and emotional responses. So, that sudden surge of irritation is a huge clue that your energy reserves are being depleted. Let's talk about physical signals next. A very common one is feeling a little bit colder than usual. You might find yourself reaching for a sweater in a room where the temperature is perfectly fine. This happens because when your body is starting to get tired, it begins to conserve energy. One of the ways it does this is by slightly reducing blood flow to your extremities, like your hands and feet, to keep your core organs warm.
Ow!
So if you suddenly feel a chill that you can't explain, don't just ignore it. Your body might be telling you it's time to recharge. Another physical micro-warning is an increase in minor mistakes. So maybe you're typing and suddenly making more typos than usual. Or you're cooking and you accidentally add salt instead of sugar. Or you just keep bumping into furniture. We laugh these things off as being clumsy. But they are often signs of decreased motor control and coordination, which are early indicators of mental and physical fatigue. Your brain-body connection is just a little bit less precise because it's running on fumes. Paying attention to this uptick in small errors can be a fantastic way to catch fatigue before it really sets in. And here's one that might surprise you. Craving sugary or high-carb snacks. When your blood sugar levels start to dip and your energy wanes, your body sends out an SOS signal for a quick energy source. And what's the quickest source? Simple carbohydrates and sugar? So that sudden, intense craving for a cookie, a bag of chips, or a soda isn't just a random whim. It's your body's desperate attempt to get a rapid fuel injection because it senses an energy crisis is on the horizon. This is a very primal and powerful signal. So, now that we know what to look for, what do we do when we spot one of these micro warnings? The key is to act immediately. Don't tell yourself, I'll just push through for another hour. That's how you end up crashing. Instead, the moment you catch a signal, you take what I call a micro break. This isn't a 30-minute nap. It's a strategic 2 to 5 minute reset. Let's say you notice you're rereading the same email over and over. That's your cue. Step away from your screen. Don't just switch to scrolling on your phone because that's still cognitively demanding. Instead, get up and walk to the window. Look at something far away for a minute or two. This relaxes the muscles in your eyes and gives your brain a chance to switch off from focused work. Or do a few simple stretches. Reach your arms up to the ceiling, touch your toes. This gets your blood flowing and sends a fresh supply of oxygen to your brain. If you're feeling that wave of irritation, try a quick breathing exercise. A very simple one is the box breathing technique. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, and hold for 4 seconds. Repeat this just 4 or 5 times. It's incredibly effective at calming your nervous system and resetting your emotional state in just a minute. It breaks that cycle of stress and fatigue that was starting to build. What if you're feeling that chill or craving sugar? This is a great time for a strategic snack and hydration break. But instead of grabbing that candy bar, opt for something that will give you sustained energy. A small handful of nuts, an apple with peanut butter, or a glass of water. Dehydration is a huge contributor to fatigue, and sometimes just a glass of water can make a world of difference. The combination of water and a nutrient-dense snack will stabilize your blood sugar and give your body the real fuel it needs, not just a temporary spike. The beauty of this approach is that these micro breaks don't disrupt your day. 5 minutes is nothing. But the return on that tiny investment is huge. By addressing the fatigue when it's just a whisper, you prevent it from ever becoming a roar. You're not pushing your body to its breaking point and then needing a long time to recover. Instead, you're making small, consistent deposits into your energy bank throughout the day. This keeps your levels stable, allowing you to stay focused, positive, and productive for much, much longer. Think of your energy like a phone battery. You would unwait until your phone is at 1% and about to die to plug it in, right? You'd probably plug it in when it hits 20% or 30% to keep it going. Your body works the same way. These micro warnings are your 20% battery low notification. By taking a micro break, you're essentially plugging yourself in for a quick charge that keeps you from ever hitting that critical 1% shutdown. Start practicing this today. Pay attention to your body and your mind. When you notice that first little sign, the rereading, the irritability, the slight chill, don't ignore it, celebrate it. Successfully caught a micro warning, then take your 2 to 5 minute strategic break. Walk, stretch, breathe, hydrate. You will be absolutely amazed at how much more energy and stamina you have at the end of the day. You'll finish your workday feeling tired, sure, but not utterly depleted and exhausted. You'll have energy left over for your family, your hobbies, and for yourself. This is all about working smarter, not harder, and listening to the incredible intelligence of your own body. I promise, if you start implementing this, it will be a total game changer for your daily life. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this helpful, give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more tips on how to live a more energized and fulfilling life. Let me know in the comments which micro warning you notice most often. See you in the next one.